Laura. This video is a nice short sequence for those of you whose neck and shoulders need a little bit of extra love. So if you spend a lot of your day at a desk or on your phone, or if you're driving a lot, or if you're one of my wonderful maker friends who probably spends a lot of time hunched forward, tense up through the neck and shoulders, making all of your wonderful goodies, then this sequence is for you. So I'm gonna do this sequence from a chair. You can definitely do it from your own seat, or if you wanna stand up and stretch your legs, then go ahead and do that. But if you're sitting down like me, then just shift yourself forward towards the edge of your seat. And take a moment to just rest your hands wherever comfortable. If you're standing, arms can be relaxed by your sides. And then just close your eyes. Take a moment to sit up nice and tall, a little lift through your chest. Soften your shoulders down away from your ears. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth. This time as you inhale through the nose, draw your shoulders up towards your ears. As you exhale out through the mouth, drop the shoulders down. Let's do two more like that. Inhale, lift the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, drop the shoulders down. One more time like that. Inhale, lift the shoulders high. And then exhale, drop them low. Keep them down as you open your eyes. Bring your hands onto the tops of your shoulders. I'm going to bring my fingertips right onto the shoulders and your elbows up in line with the shoulders. Start to make little circles with the elbows. Nice and slow to start and small to start as well. See if you can consciously make smooth, even circles. And you might take a little peek from side to side and see that one of those circles may be a little bumpy, one might be a little flat. That's all right, just stay slow and steady, making them smooth and even. And then start to make the circles a little bit bigger, not faster, just bigger. So it's like you're making a big spiral. Each one is slightly bigger than the next, until those elbows are making nice, big, full, smooth, and even circles. You'll stop at the top of this last circle and then start to make them in the opposite direction. So start big this time, just going in the opposite direction. Again, it doesn't have to be fast, just smooth and steady as they get smaller and smaller until you're all the way to where you started, tiny little circles. And then pause. And bring your hands behind your head. So interlacing your fingers at the base of the skull. I like to keep my thumbs sort of away from the fingers to support the back of my neck. And then on an inhale, start to lift your chest. Spread the elbows wide. As you exhale, draw the elbows in, tuck the chin around the spine. Inhale again, lift the chest up. Feel the elbows open wide. The shoulder blades squeeze together. And on an exhale, draw the elbows closer, spread the shoulder blades wide. Keep going with your breath. Feeling your belly pull in as you exhale and round. The chest lift high as you inhale and open wide. Couple more. So you're supporting the base of the skull, the back of the neck with the hands. Let's do one more inhale to open. And exhale as you round. And come back to center. Then release your arms down by your sides. And just either bring them onto the thighs or again relax them down. Still sitting up nice and tall. Drop your chin to your chest. And start to roll your head to the right, so right ear to right shoulder. You're just gonna make a big circle, but when you go backwards, so when you drop your head back, just be mindful of the neck. You don't want any pinching there. Rolling your head all the way over to the left, chin to chest. Take 2 more like that, again being especially mindful so you don't have to drop the head all the way back. You just sort of feel it out. One more time, that full circle, until your right ear reaches towards your right shoulder again, and then this is where you'll stay. Feel free to close the eyes, to relax both shoulders down away from your ears, especially that left shoulder. Still sitting up nice and tall or standing nice and tall. And then I'll invite you, if you'd like a little bit more of a stretch, you can take the left hand, wrap it behind your back so that your left hand is reaching for the right hip, or maybe you can grab onto your right elbow, and that right hand will slide a little closer to your body. And take a few more breaths, relaxing the left shoulder down and seeing where your neck needs a little bit of extra attention just by moving the chin slightly. So tilting the chin down, taking a few breaths there, seeing how that feels. Bringing it to the center, seeing how that feels. And then tilting your chin up and see how that feels. And then notice if there was anywhere that needed a bit of extra time. Anywhere that felt a little bit sticky or just a little more tight that you just want to pause and breathe into. Take one more full breath in and let it out. And then you'll release the left hand back either to the side or onto your thigh. Start to bring your head back gently, so it's like you're completing one more circle. Chin to your chest, and then we'll take it in the opposite direction. So head starts to roll to the left, back very gently, to the right, chin to chest. And you just keep going, mindfully and slowly, with your breath. Finishing off 3 circles until your head comes all the way to the left. I'm sorry, my cat was just jumping onto my curtain over there. So left ear to left shoulder, right shoulder specifically drops down. Again, you can close your eyes. You can stay here, or if you'd like to start to wrap the right arm behind the back and maybe grab onto your shirt, your shorts, or your left elbow with the left hand, of course, coming a little closer if it needs to. And then see if maybe this is where you want to stay, or maybe you start to tilt the chin further down, stretching maybe a little bit more down the back of the neck. And then maybe tilting the chin to the center, taking a breath or two there, and then bringing your chin up, and just seeing how it all feels. If you found a spot that's a little extra sticky, then I just encourage you to pause there and to breathe into it. Take one more full inhale. And exhale. And slide the right hand back. Start to let the head roll back gently, super, super slow. Ooh. And just feel it as your chin rolls back to your chest. And then your head rises back up. On your next inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Interlace your fingers and just press your palms up towards the sky. And you're just going to start to sway side to side, getting a little side body stretch. Lengthening through the right and the left as you press your palms up. Good. And then next time you come over to the right, we're just going to hold there. So over to the right and hold. Think about really pressing through the base of the left palm. Keeping your chin up, your shoulders away from your ears. Deep breath. Inhale up to center. And as you exhale, bring your arms behind you. So hands clasp. I don't know if you can see my hands here, but my palms are squeezing. If you can't do that, you can keep the fingers interlaced. And then reach the knuckles down behind you. Maybe they press gently into the chair behind you. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift the chest, lift the heart. You're going to drop your chin to your chest. Keep squeezing shoulder blades together. Roll your head side to side. Keep reaching the knuckles down. Shoulders away from the ears. Heart lifting up. Take a few breaths as you roll side to side. And bring your chin back to your chest. On an inhale, bring your head up, reach your arms all the way overhead. And you're going to take a twist over to the right. So you can take your left hand to the outside of the right thigh. And the right hand can either come onto the chair behind you, or maybe to your low back, or you can reach it out wide. And if you're standing, you can reach the left arm forward. So whatever you choose. If you want it gentle or a little more intense, you can always be a little bit more active in your reach. But I want you to feel the twist up and down the spine, and then focus on dropping the shoulders down and keeping the back of the neck long. As you breathe in, you sit up a little taller. As you breathe out, you twist a little bit more. One more time, breathe in to lengthen. Breathe out to twist. On your inhale, come back up, arms reach overhead, interlace the fingers, palms press up. And you're just gonna stretch again, side to side, lengthening both sides of the waist. I think my cat's calmed down a little bit over there. She's sitting on a pillow, looking pretty happy with herself now. Next time you stretch to the left, stay there. So over to the left, pressing especially through the base of the right palm. Shoulders soften, and notice if they're creeping up towards the ears, keep them down. Inhale, bring it back up. As you exhale, arms behind, again, clasp the hands, interlace the fingers the opposite way, so the way that feels awkward. Again, squeeze your palms together if you can. If not, you don't have to. And then drop the shoulders down, lift the chest, find an opening through the heart. Should feel nice to lift and to stretch through the chest. And then drop chin to chest. And again, let your head be heavy. Just let it roll. Side to side. As you take nice full deep breaths. And if you find a spot that again feels a little extra sticky that you want to pause and breathe into, go ahead. So the nice thing about these stretches is that you can do them literally anytime. You don't have to do them all at the same time. If there's one that feels really great and you just have a couple minutes, then you can definitely just do one stretch with a few minutes that you have. Bring your chin to your chest, inhale, reach all the way up, and then we'll twist over to the left. So again, right hand to the outside of the left leg, left arm either behind you, maybe you're grabbing your chair, or if your chair doesn't have a back, you can just grab sort of the back edge of the chair. Maybe you want to reach forward and back. Again, depending on how active you want to be, how much support you want, maybe you bring the left hand to the base of the spine. Notice if the shoulder is creeping up. Try and relax it down. And then bring your gaze further and further back, but keep the back of your neck long. Inhaling to sit up taller. Feel space between each vertebrae. And exhale, move into that space. Super gently. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. One more time. Sit up tall. And twist. Good. Inhale, arms reach up, palms touch, untwist. As you exhale, you'll bend the elbows, separate the hands, lift your chest up. This is cactus arms. Inhale to reach up again, maybe you look up. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. You can keep looking up to whatever feels right for your neck and your head. Just moving with your breath. As you reach up, you can feel even a little back bend. Feel a gentle arch through your spine. Exhale, squeeze shoulder blades together. Let's do one more like that. Reach up. Exhale, bend the elbows and hold here, squeezing shoulder blades, opening the elbows wide. Maybe it feels nice, maybe it feels a little intense. Just breathe into it. And then you'll start to, if you've got a little back bend, you'll start to draw the ribs a little closer to the hips, so not as much of a back bend here. And then you'll start to bring your hands together. So your elbows stay bent, and we're gonna come into something called eagle arms. So you'll take your right arm and swing it underneath of the left. So your elbows are stacked one on top of the other. And as you come into these eagle arms, I want you to keep your wrists straight. So keeping your palms facing away from you rather than turning the palms together. So palms stay facing away, and then you're gonna do your best to bring your palms together so that your thumbs are pointing towards your nose, little fingers pointing away from you. And if you can bring your palms together, that's great. If you can't, if you can't bring your palms together, then see if you can grab your thumb, your wrist, or grab opposite shoulders like you're giving yourself a hug. So take a moment to see what feels right for you. Should feel a little bit of pressure here in the arms. Think about lifting your chest up slightly, squeezing your arms together. If your palms are together, you're gently pressing them together and lifting your chest up. So chest lifts up a little as the shoulders pull down. Again, neck is long, gaze is steady. Don't worry if you don't get your palms together the first try. Just be wherever you are, meet yourself where you're at, and notice the more you practice, the more you do it, the more you try, eventually it'll come. Take a few breaths here, chest up, shoulders down. On your next inhale, unravel the arms, let's reach them up, palms touch. And as you exhale, elbows bend, squeeze the shoulder blades, chest lifts. A couple more, inhale, reach up. Exhale, elbows bend, shoulder blades squeeze. Let's do two more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend, fingers are spread wide. Last one, reach up. And bend, and stay here. Elbows opening out wide, chest lifting high and proud, shoulder blades drawing down and back. And then you'll come back a little bit to the center if you're in a bit of a back bend. Bring the arms together. All right, this time you're gonna cross the left arm underneath of the right. So elbows are stacked, or as best as you can get them. Palms facing away. Don't flip the palms to face each other. Wrists stay straight. And then see if you can bring your palms to touch without flipping the wrists. So your thumbs are pointing towards your nose, little fingers pointing away. Again, if you need to, grab the thumb, grab the wrist. You can squeeze or interlace the fingers together to squeeze your palms a little more, or you can give yourself a hug, grabbing opposite shoulders. From here, you want to think about pulling the elbows and the arms down, the shoulders down slightly as the chest lifts up. Squeezing the wrists, the palms together if you can, squeezing the elbows together. So you're creating a little bit of pressure here in the joints. And then once you get to release the arms, more blood will flow back into those joints, making them a bit stronger, more flexible, more healthy, more able to do all the things that you do every day. Take one more breath. On your next inhale, sweep the arms overhead, palms touch. And as you exhale, bring your hands down to your heart. Let's take two more. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up, sit up tall or stand tall. Exhale, hands to your heart. Last one, reach the arms up. And exhale, hands to your heart. And take a moment to just close the eyes. Feel the shoulders, the neck, even the upper back, the arms, the elbows, the wrists, all those parts of your body affected by all the things you do. So I ask you and I encourage you to take care of all the parts of your body, inside and out. And again, remember, if you don't have this much time, if you only have a little bit of time, you can do one exercise, one stretch, and your body and your mind, I promise, will thank you for that. And I thank you for joining me. Namaste.